I request all the participants to have a round of applause for Grace and all the dignitaries. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to this magnificently glorious day. The galaxy of intellectuals, respected member of BOS SPPU Pune, honorable chief guests, dignitaries from various colleges, honorable management members, and my dear participants. I, Dr. Sankirti Shiravle, and my co-host, Professor Saili Joshi, welcome you all to this 11th Postgraduate Conference for Computer Engineering hosted by Department of Computer Engineering MMCOE in association with Board of Studies in Computer Engineering SPPU Pune. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth. I congratulate all the participants for choosing a path of growth by participating in this renowned conference CPGCON 2022. Before we carry on with the event, let us worship Goddess Saraswati who attained enlightenment through knowledge and prosperity. I invite our student, Ms. Taneha Kamalkar, for Saraswati Vandana. जय शारदे Thank you, Tanaya. It was really useful. With these warm blessings from Ma Saraswati, let us welcome POS representative Dr. Gitanjali Kale Madam, Head Computer Engineering, VICT Pune. Guest of honor, Dr. Parikshit Mahalle Sir, ex-POS and Head AIDS, Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Our chief guest of today's function, Dr. Bhushan Karware Sir, Data Scientist, Persistent Systems. I extend my warm welcome to President of today's event, Honorable Principal B.G. Zadhav Sir, Executive President, Marathwada Uttar Mandal, Pune. We welcome August presence of few dignitaries present on the dais. Once again, I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, session chairs and participants. Moving ahead, I request Honorable Principal B.G. Zadhav Sir, Felicitate Chief Guest Dr. Bhushan Karware Sir. Thank you, sir. My humble request to our beloved principal, Dr. Vijay Gunkar, sir, to felicitate guest of honor, Dr. Parikshit Mahalle, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Kalpana Bhatre, madam, convener and HOD computer to felicitate Dr. Gitanjali Kale, madam. With this pleasant welcome, I would like to request dignitaries on the dais to release the proceeding of 11th Postgraduate Conference for Computer Engineering. I request Bhushan sir and Zadhav sir to please release. A big round of applause, please. Thank you for a huge response. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Kamit Kaur Madam, Coordinator CPGCON 2022, to present introductory note. Ma'am, please.
Good morning, Dr. Bhushan Karware, Sir, Data Scientist, today's Chief Guest from Persistent Systems, Dr. Parikshit Mahalle, Sir, ex-member BOS, Head AIDS, IIT Pune, today's Guest of Honor, Dr. Gitanjali Kale Madam, Board of Studies, Computer Engineering, SPPO Pune, Honorable Principal B.G. Jadhav, Executive President, Marathwada Uttar Mandal Pune, Dr. B.R. Broker, Principal Sir, MMCOE, all the dignitaries of the dais, I would like to address Dr. Varsha Patil Madam, BOS Chairperson, Dr. Pramod Patil Sir, Member BOS, SPPO, and Principal D.Y. Patil, Institute of Technology, Pune, Dr. Manohar Shaskar Sir, Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, SPPM Pune, and all the respectful BOS members who have given us the opportunity to host 11th Postgraduate Annual Conference CPGCON 2022 in offline mode after the pandemic. I am Dr. Harpreet Kaur Thakuja, CPGCON Organizer Coordinator, gives you a warm welcome for this 11th Postgraduate Conference. This is not only for computer engineering, but AIDS, computer networks, data science, cyber security, organized by Department of Computer Engineering, MHCOD, in association with BOS. I'm very delighted to share we have received registrations from around 35 colleges, 300 plus registrations overall, including both any first year and any second year students. We have received around 180 papers on EasyChair portal by PG aspirants, which were reviewed by 40 various SCPU reviewers. This conference now has 14 different tracks for which we have in all 30 session chairs who are welcome on the campus for taking the presentations of all these papers. Best papers of the tracks will be awarded from each of the domain. Also, these best papers will be published in Scopus Index Journal. Also, we are happy to announce today we have felicitated and released CPGCON conference proceedings. I and my colleague, coordinator, Dr. Aradhana Deshmukh Madam, she is not present today with us, but we just started with the organization of this conference and our all CPGCON team. We are thankful to the full-hearted support of our honorable management, Principal Professor Dr. Kalpana Thakre Madam, HOD Computer Engineering, all the viewers members for successfully organizing today's event under the guidance. It is a gratification and privilege to thank each and everyone who has contributed their valuable time with enthusiasm and immense efforts towards success of this event. We are grateful to the program chairs, reviewers who have taken this responsibility for the excellence of this technical program. We express our appreciation to all the participants who have gathered over here in physical mode today at MNCL campus. This conference will definitely provide motivation to all the PG students and research scholars with creative opportunity to broaden their intellect and curiosity on this technical platform. It will also offer and enrich diverse opportunities that will allow all the participants to have close interaction with their peers as well as all the faculty members. The students will participate in exchange of ideas, intensify their knowledge and perception while building their opinions in this conference. So Albert Einstein said, the search and striving for truth and knowledge is one of the highest of man's qualities. With this CPGCON 22, we aim for an enriched learning environment. So once again, I congratulate all the participants who are there for this today's conference. I once again give best wishes to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful brief. Now I request Dr. Kalpana Thakre Madam, HOD and convener of the conference to address the gathering. Ma'am, please.
Good morning to all of you. Dignitaries of the dais, invited guests, deans and HODs of all the departments, my colleagues and dear participants. I, Dr. Kalpana Thakre, Head of the Computer Engineering Department, take this opportunity to express my gratitude to welcome you all for the 11th Postgraduate Conference in association with Board of Studies Computer Engineering, Savitribai Phule Pune University. Scientists discover the world that exists and computer engineers simulate the world that never was. Hence, I would like to introduce you about the Department of Computer Engineering, Padakkala Mitra Mandal College of Engineering. The Computer Department at MNCOE was established in 2006 with the intake of 120 students for undergraduate course and 18 students for the postgraduate course in computer engineering. This department is well known for rewarding the changes and the challenges in the technological development for the industrial arena. As the industry today demands versatile engineers with the knowledge of Java, C++, Python, open source, AI, data science, technologies, full stack development. The objective of our department is to prepare the expertise in these technologies with the consistent efforts and practice within the 4 years of the engineering course. This makes our students employable and industry. Recently, the department has established a PhD research center in 2021 with the first batch of PhD students started. We have seen that we have 7 faculty and 10 plus pursuing faculties with the PhDs in the department. The department has well-equipped laboratories with the advanced systems, library and the modern classrooms equipped with audio-visual ads and with the connectivity in the college as well as in the hostel. The department is recognized as GPU Education Center of NVIDIA with 1 Tesla K40 and 2 Teranex GPU graphics cards and the nodal center for the virtual labs and experiment tutorial with, in association with IIT Bombay. The department has established many MOUs and industry licensing with the prominent IT industries. One to mention is the industry-sponsored Digital Forensic Lab supported by the Forensic Consultancy Services India. We also have many active professional bodies like ACES, CSI, ISTE, IEEE Students Branch and Visaka, and Google Developers Club, which is one to mention. Under GDSC Club, one group of students have developed the app and Google had recognized and selected their app out of the 600 student entries. I would also like to mention here that MFGOE IEEE Student Branch has achieved Emerging Student Branch Award 2021 and a student, Ms. Shreya Patki of Computer Engineering, has achieved Outstanding IEEE Student Branch Chair 2021 Award. Almost all the students of the department, they are placed in well-known software companies like Samvarjo, Intel, Zensa, Bitwise, Persistent, etc. In order to develop the professional skills among the students, many opportunities are available with participation in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Our students have won the prizes in the various intercollegiate events like Firodia Karandak, Purushottam Karandak, Utopia, and etc. It's an honor and privilege to host and witness CPGCON 2022, the 11th postgraduate conference, communes of scholarly people who meet and put forward their theory to raise the technology by a notch. I feel very proud to see all the intellectuals from the different colleges come together to discuss their research and acknowledge others' achievements. I'm very grateful to President Honorable Shri Shivaji Rao Gandhi sir, Executive President Honorable Principal Shri Vijay Jadhav sir, and all the executive committee members of the Marathwada Mitra Mandal Trust Pune for their encouragement and support for hosting this conference. I would like to thank Principal Sir Dr. V. Gogor for his generous helps and guidance. I also say thank you to Board of Studies, Computer Engineering, Savitribai Phule University for association with us. Thank you. My heartiest congratulations to Dr. H.K. Manuza and Dr. Aradhana Deshmukh, Dr. Aarti Agarkar, Dr. Girija Chittarwal, Dr. Shaila Jadhav, Dr. Geeta Chilarge, Saili Joshi, Nikita Kolarbe, and other members who are directly and indirectly working with the teams. Herein, I want to say thank you to all the team, and I hope the conference will be successfully completed in the given time and the deadline. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, madam. My humble request to beloved principal, Dr. Vijay Gogor sir, to place the participants with their fine works. Sir, please.
Honorable dignitaries of the dais, President of today's function, Honorable Principal Dr. Vijay Jadhav sir, Chief guest, Dr. Bhushan sir, members of Board of Studies, Varana, Dr. Mane sir, other Board of Studies member, head of department, Dr. Thakre, other faculty members, all the head of departments, MMCOE, and dear participants. At the outset, on behalf of Marathwada Metropolitan College of Engineering, I thank Board of Studies Computer Science for giving us this opportunity. As rightly said, somewhere we were discussing on, it was great challenge for us. Post pandemic, I think this is only event where we people have started meeting and organizing some conferences. So once again, thank you all the members. I'm really happy that we people give opportunity to the students to present themselves. Maybe this is one of the activity we're doing for PG students, and I think almost all the member of studies, they are trying to practice this to present their papers on their project work, what they are doing for one or maximum I think 1 year. They do some art study, they do some experimentation, and they come out with some result, and they get the opportunity to present their contribution. We try to see that their contribution is well acknowledged by different authorities like the journals which are available. Of course, nowadays there is a trend that the journal should be Scopus, something like that. It's good, but my personal view is whatever we do, that work is, I'm confident about it, and that work is sufficient to demonstrate myself. Because I do some experimentation, I do some work on it, I do some literature work, literature survey, and then I come out with some result. So it is worth to present whatever you have, the work on which you are doing. So whether it is accepted or not by journals, it is immaterial. I was talking to Dr. Bhushan sir, and we shared, and I thank actually for sharing his views. However, even the students, those who are very persistent, they are working on, they are doing great work as a work. And they are participating in some papers also, paper publication. I really thank for great support from the persistent also. And like this, that is about the undergraduate students, especially. And how we people, again, all credit goes to Board of Studies, members of Board of Studies, I should thank Ola for respecting you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and then the deans and every member. Everyone is taking a lot of efforts to get our students well confident and stand on their own. And it is a weakness that what the syllabus, starting from the syllabus, every 4 years we try to revise the syllabus so that we cope with the coming technologies. And that is in fact the challenge. It is not only what we are doing for the students, that is the challenge for the students or the faculty members also. I have to upgrade myself, I have to do something, and then come in front of the students. I remember, and this is now, this is the second year, last 2 years we are observing that there are a number of activities which are being added in the curriculum. Basic thing is children is there, like theory subjects are there, practical things are there, practicals are there, everything is there. But we have taken some initiative about the project-based learning. And I really congratulate my faculty members and the students, those who are doing great work in this respect, especially. So this concept was added last year might be for second year, but the initiative in our Marathwada College we have taken long back, and students are doing great work. They are even coming out with some product innovative things. Yesterday I was there with our mechanical department. They demonstrated the work carried out or done by our secretariat students. And I was very surprised to see one product. It is actually the innovation by the students and the group. I saw there one product that is medical equipment, in fact, and I was really happy to see that. So things are coming up, the students are doing well, and our board of studies and our university also they are doing a great job in this respect. And just to mention about all our, we belongs to basically MN family. And if I see our motto or honorable management, what they are guiding us and what we people are following is our very motto is welfare of the masses. And this, in fact, our college, our institute, our samstha, they started with a very small initiative, I should say. Small, I mean, it was a great initiative as far as the society is concerned, and it has taken a big shape nowadays. We started with like a small hostel facility 50 years back, and then now you see today where we are. We have 4 campuses where, and this is one of the campus which is located in the heart of city. That is our Karnataka campus, and here in this campus we have 2 institutes basically. One is Marathwada Environmental College of Engineering, and other is the Management Institute. And we are doing great things. And despite this, the vision of our management, as I said, you are reaching to the student, you should reach to the industry, and that's what we people are doing here. We have an excellent Center for Innovation and Innovation here in our campus. We request on behalf of our college, other members, the participants, you please visit whenever you get time. For example, you finish your paper, later on you can have the visit to the center, and you will witness these facilities which are here. So only ultimately what I want to say is at the end that the activities which are very much tuned with the university curriculum are being rigorously followed, rigorously done here in our campus, and students are getting benefit of it. And I especially once again thank all the members here. I thank our management for kindly guidance in this respect, and the teamwork which is being carried out, being done by our faculty members and the supporting staffs. With these few words, I have a lot of things to say about the students. I will take a pause here. I thank once again, and wish you all the best. Have a very comfortable stay here and good learning here. Once again, I appeal everyone to have a look over this campus. You can witness here the facilities which are available here. We have a good facility for the student accommodation, hostel, etc., and other facilities also. So have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this enlightening and motivating words. Now, I would like to introduce our guest, Dr. Geetanjali Kaiman. She is representing BOS, SPPU. Ma'am is currently working as Head of Computer Engineering Department at Pune Institute of Computer Technology. She is also Secretary, ACM Pune Professional Chapter, Member of Board of Studies Computer Engineering, and Board of Studies Vocational SPPU. With over 20 years of academic experience, she has published many papers, books, and patents. Now I request Dr. Geetanjali Kaiman to address the gathering and pass the light of the knowledge upon us. Ma'am, please.
Honorable Management of MNC, Dr. Jadol sir, respected Principal Professor V.N. Gopal sir, Chief Guest Dr. Bhushan Galwani, Guest of Honor Parikshit Mahal sir, the board members of Computer Engineering, senior faculty members joined today for the conference, HODs, PG coordinators from various colleges, there is PG course, reviewers and session chairs. Professor and the organizing team head, Professor K.S. Ma'am, who is coordinating this, and then coordinators, Dr. Armit Kanuja Madam, Dr. Aradhana Deshmukh Madam, CPG coordination team, the backbone behind all these arrangements, and dear PG and PhD students, for whom this whole platform and all today's arrangement is being created. So, very good morning and welcome all for this conference. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong content to acquire it. As rightly said by Albert Einstein during, actually this is during COVID-19 pandemic, we have been distanced and isolated from each other, physically but not cognitively. In fact, these restrictions have opened up new doorways for budding researchers to explore, to exchange and exhibit innovative ideas to cope up with every situation. And as a board member of Computer Engineering Department, I, Dr. Geetanjali Pai, feel honored and privileged to welcome you all for this physical version of the CPGCON 2022, because previous two versions it was online. They were online due to pandemic. But what I feel is I'm very much thankful to the management and whole coordination team, enthusiastic coordination team I should add, because they have made all arrangements within 3 weeks short period. And even I would like to, as management is present here and principal sir, so members are actively involved in all board activities, right from syllabus setting, question paper, preparation, and all the activities. So you have a young dynamic team that is the congratulations for MSU for that. So conference is being started with CPGCON, that is the postgraduate conference for the computer engineering in 2012, with the efforts of visionary team engineering Dr. G.K. Karatison and the computer engineering board at that time. And due to pandemic, as I told, like previous two were online. However, previously it was physical, and I do remember even more than hosted a couple of, and at PICT we have hosted CPGCON, so it was like big marriage kind of thing. So 2,000 students participation, pendle, and everything 2 days, whole festive and enjoyment at the campus. So, for students, I would like to say higher education and research plays a vital role in the development of nations. So, dear friends, I advise you to take current domain challenges with social, educational, and industrial impact and contribute significantly in the growth of the nation. So, then now you can catch up upcoming areas: quantum computing, communication, challenges in communication, AI, ML, and data science is obvious part of all these technologies. So, by choosing problem statement for implementation, now we are in the phase of submitting your work. However, I'm sure that all PG students will continue their research at their workplace or maybe as their personal interest. So while choosing problem statement, we should always look for the social impact of your research, and even can we go for the industrial project for the same. So that gives you opportunity and add some stars to your profile and helps for the society as well. So when you start with, again I would like to highlight one along with the overall segment. So when you start your research, you are very much excited and passionate about the project. You are very much motivated. Wow, I am working on this problem statement. I know worldwide this many researchers are working internationally. These universities are working on this particular problem statement now. So this enthusiasm is there initially, and when it comes down to results, and when your results are not falling at place, and your algorithms are failing for some particular data sets, then again the morale is down. Furthermore, important step is while doing publications, when you start getting rejections, that is also one of the points. So here I would like to add to you. See, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, you keep moving. So whatever you get results, whatever you go ahead with that, networking is the key. I will suggest here. You search out the people who are working in your particular domain. You ask them your queries. You go with for your work to the people who are like excellent in this particular domain, and definitely whether it is under industry or academia, my experience is they love to help and groom the early researchers and those who have some difficulties. Only you don't say, I want to do something in quantum computing, can you help me? You go with your problem statement, I am working on this and these are the results, but I don't know where it's going wrong and all. I think Dr. Bhushan will appreciate, right? So you conduct as I told, like networking is the key, and you may get some good career opportunities as well after this, and funding agencies and everything will fall into this. So this is the message for students. So I would like to thank everyone who have dedicated their time, energy, and ideas to make CPGCON 2022 a great success with us and the session chairs from the different colleges, senior faculty members. I wish our presenters and participants all the best for their paper presentation, and I hope you all will enjoy the stay in this beautiful, beautiful campus, and it will be knowledge and fun-loaded conference. So before leaving Mike, I will say, मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है, मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, पंख से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है. So my dear friends, be passionate what you're doing about that, take it ahead, and definitely you will get the success. So thank you one and all. Thanks to the MMCOE for being beautiful host for everything, and thanks to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable words.
So actually, I'm not supposed to speak here. Respected Parsha Madam was the representative chairman board of studies, but due to some reason she could not attend this, and evening she told me to take up and represent the board. So that is the you can assume this message is from ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words of experience will surely be very helpful to all of us. Now I introduce today's guest of honor, Dr. Parikshit Mahalle sir. Dr. Parikshit Mahalle sir is working as a professor and head, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science at Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology. He is member of various renowned professional bodies. He is also serving as a member Technical Committee SPPU. He is senior IEEE member, ACM member, life member CSI, and life member ISTE. More than 190 research publications at national and international journals and conferences, sir has edited many books for different subjects. It's an honor for us to have you, sir. I request you to enlighten us with your valuable words. Sir, please.
Very good morning to one and all. Honorable Dias, Visionary Principal Respected Jadhav sir, Principal Dr. Gopal sir, today's Chief Guest Dr. Bhushan, Board of Studies Member Dr. Gitanjali Kai Madam, Head of the Department Kalpana Madam, Dr. Kanuja Madam, Team MMCOE, Dr. Nilesh, Dr. Sitoran, Dr. S. Patil, Professor Rathod, Dr. Bhende, Dr. Birve, Dr. Agarkar, Dr. Girija, and entire team and all the participants who are going to present their second year AV presentation today. Once again, very good morning to one and all. So I think before we proceed, before we start with the presentations and deliberations, I think the MMCOE deserves a great round of applause. So please, you don't need to give me the applause to the in a very short time, they have accepted to host this 11th CPGCON Computer Engineering, and you can see the entire organization arrangement. So definitely they have worked very hard in the last very short span of 2 months, and now today we all are here to witness this 11th CPGCON 2022. Board of Studies Computer Engineering has been always positive, always first in all the fronts under the able guidance of Board of Studies Chairman, respected Dr. Vashapati Madam, and all esteemed members of Board of Studies Computer Engineering, and always you know that all will agree that particularly Board of Studies Computer Engineering as well as teachers fraternity in computer engineering are always ahead in admissions, administration, and ambition. So I think let's give also big round of applause to the Board of Studies Computer Engineering. Thank you. As you know that I'm very happy to share with you. I don't know how many of you are aware, but this legacy of PGCON, forget about C, PGCON, I PGCON, E PGCON, M PGCON. This legacy is only we have as a certificate university across, at least in the Indian context. So we are the first state university which has started this initiative, and as rightly shared by Gitanjali Madam, that this initiative was thought process and initiative was started by our ex-dean Dr. G.K. Karate sir, and the first PGCON was started by Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering before 30 years, before 20 years. And then, we started, all branches started hosting this PGCONs in the respective branches, and this is consecutive 11th year. We are hosting this CPGCON. So I have a detailed statistics. I know that sir is supposed to join another meeting, so I will just conclude in 2 minutes. So 2012, it was hosted by CMA College of Engineering, 2013 by BICT, 2014 by Madhusri, 2015 by MIT Nashik, 2016 by PCCOE, 2017 by Sandeep, 2018 by SIT Lonavala, 2019 by DIT Pimpri, 20 by Amrut Vani College of Engineering on online mode, 2021 by SKNCU in online mode, and now again, to 2022, this because is being hosted by MMCOE, and very interesting point is we are back to the offline mode. So this is a very interesting statistics, and you know that this is a very interesting, good platform for all the PG students, inter-college, intra-college, university, as well as all the teachers to come to the same platform, and they will get that opportunity to present their work which they have done in these 2 years of any computer engineering program or any computer network programs. So particularly, we know that nowadays, if you look into particularly teaching industry, there is a lot of scarcity of good teachers in all the colleges across country by global universities. So on this platform, I take this opportunity to appeal all the ME students, those who are likely to finish their PG very soon. You are all welcome to join this teaching industry, not by choice, not by chance, but by choice. So please see that those who are interested to join this very noble profession of teaching, you all are always welcome to join, and we are really looking forward to have young teachers like you, and they can also contribute to the coming batches of engineering across various colleges in Pune University. So another point, when we talk about this particular branch, computer engineering, I never differentiate computer engineering or information technology or artificial intelligence or data science or some allied branches which are likely to come in the due course of time. These are all very dynamic branches. Change is the only constant, and Dr. Bhushan will agree with me that change is the only constant in industry. And industries are always ahead of us, and always we should strive to bridge that gap with the help of experts like Dr. Bhushan and all the industry representatives. And definitely, we are also looking forward for your inputs, because you are passing out in 2022. People sitting on this side have, we passed out before maybe 20 years, 25 years, always there is a gap. And you are the right people, right stakeholder to bridge this gap. So again, there is a appeal to come forward and bridge this gap in terms of technological advancement as well as scarcity of the teachers. So with this, I would like to thank Team MNCOE for hosting this, and I would also like to wish you all the very best. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed motivating. Now, my humble request to event president, Honorable Principal V.G. Dhanur, sir, Executive President, Marathwada Mitra Bandar Pune, to say a few words. Sir, please.
morning, all of you. My job has become very easy because that I have to speak very few words. Today we are having 11th conference of postgraduate. Dr. Andre, Eshwari, Dr. Armin Kaur, Dr. Anuja, Gitanjali Kare Madam, Parikshit, Dr. Bhushan, Dr. Aradhana Vishnu, participants from the various colleges, our faculty members, and friends. I remember once upon a time, I was also a member of Board of Studies in Commerce. But we did not do anything because the circumstances were like that. If you wanted to make any changes, either the workload will increase or it will reduce. Some subjects will be out of syllabus. Then the problem will be there. No. Don't change that subject, otherwise you will be unemployed. So a lot of discussions were there. But either there were no changes in that. But now the circumstances have changed, and there is a lot of pressure from industry side to make the changes in syllabus so that it will be suitable to the ground level. Hereafter, the industry, they will ask very few questions to the principals. You tell us about the college. The principal will say, we are degraded, we are accredited, we are awarded good college by the principal. Yes, okay. But they will ask, tell us about the placement. Whether the students are placeable. And if yes, the second question will be, are they ready to use candidates? If the candidates are ready to use, then the college will. Because Dr. Bhushan will also agree. So whether he is first class, second class, or whatever he may be, if the candidate can work from the first day only, then there will be no problem for employment and investment. But there is a lot of difference between theory and practice. After graduation, the BE computer, after getting the degree of BE computer, when he is here, is employed in an organization, the industrialist say that we have to spend about 6 months to train the candidates, to make them ready to use candidates. So they don't wish to have such gap. And to bridge this gap, theory and practice, I think we'll have to take efforts. The changes are taking very rapidly. The syllabus should be such that whatever changes happens in the industrial level, ground level, those changes can automatically be included in the syllabus. If this situation comes, then I think we'll be able to face the situation. Otherwise, what happens? We discuss that we have to change the syllabus. Then it goes to the board of studies, then it goes to the faculty, then academic, the management, then it is going to affect some corporate position, sometimes it may go to the government, and by the time 3 years or 5 years pass on, syllabus given to the state. If we can change the situation, that will be more better. I think we will have deliberations today. We will make minutes of that. We will submit to the university, and definitely we will try to bridge the gap between theory and practice. Once again, on behalf of Maratha, I welcome you all. We have tried our best to make good arrangements, but if any inconvenience is there, please bear with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind and inspirational words. I am extremely delighted to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Dr. Aradhana Vishnu, co-coordinator CPGCON 2022. It gives me immense pleasure to thank.
Sorry, I'm leaving.
I am extremely delighted to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Dr. Aradhana Vishnu, coordinator CPGCON 2022. It gives me immense pleasure to thank Dr. Geetanjali Kare Madam, Dr. Parikshit Bhalle sir, and Dr. Bhushan Garwale sir for their valuable time and guidance. We would be delighted with your presence and knowledge in every way possible. My humble thanks to Dr. Varsha Patil, Chairman DOS, and Dr. Manohar Jaskar sir, Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, SPP Pune, for their constant guidance throughout this journey of success. My sincere vote of thanks to all faculty board members, HODs, deans, dignitaries from other colleges, paper reviewers for supporting the paper review process with quick responses. I heartily thank Dr. Vijay Kumar sir, Principal MMC, for their constant encouragement. I express my deepest sense of gratitude towards Principal PJ Yadav sir and Management MMM for their kind support. I extend my vote of thanks to all my colleagues, student volunteers, and team MMC for successful organization of CPGCON 2022. Though there is a crunch of time, we have proved ourselves excellently. I really appreciate efforts taken by Team MMC to make this event a grand success. It would be injustice for the session chairs if I would acknowledge them without taking their name. As we know that there will be 13 session tracks running in parallel, we have a team of 13 internal and external session chairs. So with the permission of Dias, I quickly thank session chairs by taking their name. Thank you. Dr. R.D. Agarkar, myself, Dr. Sankiti Shirale, Dr. Girija Chittarwal, Dr. Geeta Chilarke, Professor P.T. Joshi, Dr. Rupali Chopde, Dr. Manisha Duderia, Dr. Bharti Vasvi, Professor Shailaja Jadhav, Dr. V.S. Bidway, Professor Subhash Rathod from NMIT, Dr. Anitha Soman, Dr. Gopal Navande, Dr. Manisha Bhende from NMIT. So this is a team of internal session chairs. Along with that, we have external chairs. Dr. Santosh Chobe, Dr. Nilesh Thabe, Dr. Sarita Balshetwa, Dr. Uma Korse, Dr. Kavita Sultanpure, Dr. Mandar Kanikrate, Dr. S.K. Pathan, Dr. Prasad Gokhale, Dr. Ganesh Bhatak, Dr. Chaya Gusavi, Dr. Ajit Shirove, Dr. Sandeep Patil, Dr. Madhukar Bimbarkar, Dr. Sangeeta Jayabhe. So with this, I apologize if I escape a name of any of you. So my big thanks to all the session chairs and eminent delegates who have joined us today. I guarantee that the conference will be productive and worth your precious time. Once again, thank you all for your presence and patience. I declare that now I invite my co-host, Sally, to introduce our today's chief guest and keynote speaker. Dignitaries are requested to be on the line. Dear all, thank you for your patience. Now, I'm extremely delighted to pronounce the keynote speaker and chief guest of the day, Dr. Bhushan Karware sir. Dr. Bhushan Karware sir is currently working as a senior data scientist at Persistent Systems with special interest in digital healthcare. He led Deep Vision Group and Medical Imaging also. He concluded his PhD in fingerprint biometrics with gold medal from Best Doctoral Thesis and 3 patents. I think we should have a round of applause. Sir has conducted workshops and tutorial sessions on machine learning in industries and academia. His current work is based on applications of deep learning for CT, MRI, X-ray, and microscopic images. Now I request Dr. Bhushan Karware sir to enlighten us with viewers.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank MSQE for inviting me to deliver a keynote. It's my absolute pleasure to have a discussion with you. First thing I would like to clear is, though I am representing industry, I'm having a very close connect with academia, and I'm not going to discuss anything that we do that people say that cool stuff that you do in industry. Rather, I'm going to discuss what are the areas where we need help from academia. So I'll be talking about the real issues that we face when we try to deploy AI/ML models with our customers. And I saw the index, almost I would say more than 80% papers will have AI/ML applications in that. So today I need your help to solve some kind of a problem that we solve. There could be few students who are in the phase of choosing their PhD problems and all that. I'm not going to give any solutions today from this desk. Rather, I'll be discussing all the problems that are available. So if you like something, you can pick one and actually help us to solve it. I'm jealous with all of you people here because you can open-endedly complete the work that you do, the experimentation that you do. Unfortunately, we don't get that privilege. Whenever we do something very exciting, our customer says, hey, I did. You're not allowed to speak outside. So always when I come to different talks, I have to take care of that. I'm not disclosing any non-disclosure information and all that. So let's get started. The topic of today's discussion is about responsible AI, and I've seen that AI word is very used nowadays. Like it's a it's computer science is a bigger field whose main job is to automate the things. When you do AI, by doing automation, you need to take care of, your system should have ability to sense, reason, act, and adapt. So it's a subgroup of computer science. By doing that, if you get some brief data sets, you can do it in ML. And deep learning is a sub part of an ML. I see people keep showing saying that, hey, I don't do typical ML, I do deep learning. Just remember, deep learning is a subgroup of machine learning. It's not something very fast. At least you have some limitations when you are working deep learning. Then why the name is given responsible AI? And you will see this is what happening outside. If I tell you something about AI, but AI is a super helpful. all the techniques that I have just discussed with you today, they are most applicable to machine learning only. There is a fundamental difference of how we do AI in industry and how we do it in academia. In academia, I'm telling you, doing research in AI is extremely difficult. Okay, you will see that you are competing with world, and there are universities and industry who provide humongous, it is very difficult for students. I have interacted with students to get a chance to run their notebooks on a GPU machine. They have to fight, they have to pay dollars if they want to have an AWS or other instance. But in some universities and companies, they are using clusters of GPU. They have petabytes of the data, and repeating that state of art lines is altogether different. So my simple is with you. If you find a baseline data set, and if you say I want to give like 0.1% improvement on state of art, I understand that it is very difficult. On the other side in the industry, people say, I don't care if the algorithm is 80% accurate or 85% accurate. As far as it is very easily deployable and serving my purpose, it's okay. So fight is not to improve accuracy by 1%, but fight is actually to make that model deployable, usable, and then there are some techniques to learn the model over a period of time. So I'll tell you what is happening in industry. Now I'm sure most of you must be learning machine learning right from your undergrad. You must have done many online courses and all that, right? But in industry, we call this as ML 1.2. Okay, what ML 1.2 is, and when I was doing it like 4-5 years back, data scientists were, a very niche job in industry. If you say I'm a data scientist, companies will die to take you in. Okay, and the typical responsibilities of data scientists used to, I'm saying used to, you might be like, okay, this is, but not now. Used to is like to find the data set, do feature engineering, select the right algorithm, do model tuning and model evaluation and all that stuff, right? However, in an industry now a trend has come because data scientists are very difficult to find in the market. All the big companies they are trying to automate even the job of a data. You'll see that all the companies they are finding an AI bots who will do automated problem formulation. And it's not new. I remember 4 years back there was a service from IBM. What they claim that you just throw data in my machine and I will generate AI use cases out of it. You just throw data and it will figure out, okay, what can be predicted out of this, which could be your target variable and all that stuff. Okay, so right from problem formulation, auto feature engineering, auto algorithm selection, auto model tuning, auto deployment, they are actually trying to automate the job of the data. And there were competitions posted where they called all the data scientists, a data set was given, and they actually asked them, okay, take 24 hours and show how much accuracy that you can predict. And then they run their AutoML algorithm, and within 2 to 3 minutes, that algorithm defeated all the data. Okay, so because data scientists are difficult to find, all these companies, if you have Google AutoML, you have automated machine learning from Azure, you have Autopilot from SageMaker, you have H2.ai driverless AI, right? So all these people are doing automating the job of data, right? So now I know it, there could be a sense of fear in the community which is sitting there, like, oh my god, I thought I'll learn a lot and I'll get a very good job in the AI industry. And if you are actually automating this, where the things are going. Here is a very important aspect. Now, here is again a difference what I am talking about. In industry, if you want to publish a paper, if you are not meeting the state of art, lines, your paper may not get accepted. Then again, somebody else will already submitted an approach which is already having an accuracy. But here, accuracy of AI models is undoubtedly important. However, only accuracy is not enough. Now, welcome to the domain of actually deployment of AI. I'm saying that only accuracy is not enough, and there is much beyond accuracy. And this is what is going to be the discussion of the talk today. I agree, right now in the beginning stage, you can fight for getting accurate models. But I'm telling you, journey never ends after getting an accurate model. There are many other aspects that you need to consider. And in industry, we struggle to handle those. And I'm looking at academia to help us to come up with an approach so that we can gracefully deploy our models in the production. So if only accuracy is not important, what is the? Let me give you an example. Suppose you have an auto model for loan default predictions, and there is a client who submitted a query and went to an AI model. Some output came from AI model, and then request is denied. What is happening is, imagine you are there and you applied for a bank, and bank just denied your request, right? There would be so many questions in your mind, like why my request got rejected. Few years back, Amazon tried this, and they tried to auto filter the resume of the candidate. Okay, I was just going through every year Google gets 20 lakhs of applications for the job in the Google. 20 lakhs applications per year. So they just don't have time to read the resume. And Amazon put an AI model to reject some of the resume and take only few resumes are good. And you know what? Very good and right candidates got rejected because the algorithm has some bias and all that. Okay? So we will discuss about this. So if you have black box AI model, which I'm going to talk to you is, if you are not able to justify the decision of your AI model, you will not only have unhappy customers, the entire ecosystem struggles to depend on also of an AI model. There is a business owner who wants to grow the business of a bank, and if your model starts rejecting loan applications, how we can run this now? Right? There are customer executives when people get calls, hey, my loan got rejected, tell me why. They said my model is saying so. This won't work. Okay? And there are other lobbies also where people completely struggle to deploy the AI model. So what is happening? If you want to have a confidence in AI, so physical AI alone, we have to bring your model. So just developing the model is not enough. You have to have explainable, transparent, and fair model, and I'll talk about it. So what we want is, we don't want robots. We don't want people. Now robots, we don't imagine there is a robot like a machine or some algorithm. I don't want robotic data science. Robotic data science is take the data, do some picture engineering, and then write a function model dot get x comma y and hoping to get 90%. Don't mechanically design your models. I discuss about what is the importance of human-centric approach in building AI. So these are some of the pillars. When I say if you want to deploy an AI, I'm calling it as a responsible AI. First is interpretable and explainable, secure and private, compliance and ethics, reproducibility and accessibility. So I'll be touching on these points, and every pillar under responsible AI, you will get tens of open-ended problems, and if you like some of them, you can just choose one and start your research into it. All these areas are completely open-ended and very important for deploying AI models in regulated industries. What is the need of interpretable and explainable data? There is a difference. In academia, you write a paper, you submit a paper, the paper gets accepted, very good. But when your AI model actually goes in the production, understand that this is a person who is an end user, who doesn't understand data science. So your models will be used by the people who don't understand data science. So your model creates so many questions in the minds of these end users. Right? And I'll tell you why it is important. Let's take an example of a simple vision model. Now we will see, computer vision, like image detection is almost like a solved problem, right? There are APIs available on cloud and all that. What is happening is, if you pass this image of a data to this model, it says that it's 98% accurate, right? But if you pass this image to this model, your model says that 99.99% it is a data. So your AI models are not only accurate, not only wrong, they are very confident about their wrongness. Please understand this. Your model is saying that I am 98, so you can't set a threshold like if the confidence level is more than 80, then only you accept the result. It's not like that. Your models are very confident about wrong results. And the implications of these wrong results are really bad. Imagine if you're working in a healthcare industry and you have an automated model for COVID detection and many other applications. You see in the paper also I see a lot of applications. Have you tested that in a advisory or something like this? You want to know. So in paper it is okay because the data set is fixed. I split my data into 70-30, I iterate on 70%, on 30%, it's 90% accurate, my job is done. No, there is much more behind that when you think about products. What is happening, and this is an open-ended problem. Okay, people tell me, can you tell me a research problem? I tell you an open-ended research problem. This is another problem in AI. If you would like to jump here, please. Okay, what is it? I'll tell you. These are the all popular machine learning algorithms that you learn in your syllabus. Okay, like from logistic regression and SPM and discrete random forest, deep learning on top, right? So on the x-axis there is an explainability, and y-axis there is a learning performance. Explainability means you should justify the decision of your model. Okay, let's take an example of logistic regression. Y is equal to x plus c. You can define why the model is saying one or two, right? Eventually it's a linear classifier. So if you see this, logistic regression is most, we call it as inherently explainable model. You can justify why my model is saying yes, why my model is saying no. Unfortunately, it is so simple and linear. On performance side, it struggles. So if a real life problem that you are trying to solve, if it's a non-linear problem, logistic regression, poor guy will just draw a straight line, and then you have to live with it, right? So you learn complex algorithm before, have a decision tree and SPM and all that. Eventually, you will have a deep learning and neural network. Wow. कुछ नहीं करना है, deep learning. Take a data, have a deep network for your data, and just sit down and relax. It will learn eventually and produce an answer. So on paper, your answers will be, oh my god, like 90%, 99%. I see some of the papers reporting more than 98% accuracy on the test data, right? But on explainability aspect, if I ask you, hey, this is the limit, your model is saying it fast or cancers, can you defend it? The moment somebody asks you to justify the decision why your model is saying so, these models completely struggle. And when you work with the regulated industries like banking and finance or healthcare, I find it very difficult to sell my models to my customers. Because the moment I say that, okay, this is my AI model, the doctors say that, okay, can you prove why it is saying wrong? Okay, so this is a beautiful trade-off. What is the trade-off? The trade-off is nice. Either you get accurate model or you get explainable model. And what is the demand from industries? Demand from industries, we want both. So researchers, this is challenge for you. Can you develop a model which is explainable and accurate? Right now, people are getting one of them. Okay, so this is, no matter what your model is, people are doing it. So obviously, this is not new. There are some research going on, and this is how people are doing it. Now, this is, I call that this is a hack, and there is a very interesting community which they call it as XAI, standing for explainable AI. What they are doing is they are having this upper path, like typically what you are doing now. You have a data, you have a black box model, you make a prediction, you give to end user. What they are saying that because my neural networks are not explainable, I will create an external model outside to it. And this outside model will generate an explanation for my model. So you need somebody else's help. So that is another model. Okay, so that is a student model. So this is my model, and you need another model to generate explanation of my model, so that the human will trust the decisions made by model. How many of you are very excited about it? I'm not, because who would explain this below model again? So for generating explanation of one model, people are finding another model. But then I'm questioning, okay, why? How can I trust your model, the student model? So this is a bypass. This is a temporary solution to move the field. What you really need is, actually you need is inherently explainable and accurate model. Could be your PhD research topic, building an inherent explainable accurate AI model. And there are people who are doing. I'll not spend much time on it. So what is the need from industry? Need from industry is tomorrow if a student comes, sir, I did a 1-year project, I trained CNN on this. I said, what? It is a black box model. Unfortunately, I can't use it. You need to convert that black box model to a transparent model. Then I'll pass. I'll skip. So if you guys are interested in doing using some open source, again, see, all these big companies have realized that somehow they are not speaking out because they want to make their businesses, but everybody has started their own internal research to create a language. So these are some of the languages that they are by Google, AI, Experiment, IPL, Interface, privacy or HQ.AI, they have all started already a little. Unfortunately, the success is limited. Whenever success is limited, understand that this is an opportunity for you to continue the journey. Okay. Next problem that we face is security. How many of you use Facebook? Almost everyone, right? So one day somebody says, we started submitting everything on Facebook, and one point of time we realized that hey, our privacy matters. Right? At the first place, why you uploaded everything on Facebook? That's another thing. There is a Cambridge Analytica scandal, and then people realize, oh my god, my data is being shared outside and all. Now there is a serious issue by using machine learning. So, how many of you have heard this term called data anonymization? Data anonymization. This is what initially people used to think that data anonymization means my data is now secure. You go to a hospital and ask for a data. Hospital says that I will anonymize the data. Means what? I will remove the PII information, patient name and other details of the patient. I will remove and I will get this data. And we used to feel that if you get anonymized data, it is good. Now my privacy is secure. But it's not like that. And there's a very interesting paper published. There's a Netflix challenge. I hope everybody, most of you would be aware of this Netflix challenge. It says that Netflix open source their data set, and very interesting challenge given, develop a recommendation system, and if your recommendation system is 10% better than my own, that's Netflix own, they will give you $1 million prize. And this challenge is very well known as what is Netflix $1 million challenge. And the check was already given, $1 million check. Unfortunately, we will come to that. Netflix says that the algorithm is accurate, but I'm not going to use it in my system because it is tough to actually put it into the product. We'll come to that. Now, I'm telling you that Netflix open source their data, and they say that we have anonymized the data. We have removed the personal info. There is one more data set called IMDb, which is open source data, movie reviews data, and all that. What people did is there is a paper called reverse denormalization from large data. What they did, so Arvind Narayan and this group, what they did is they used this IMDb data set and they predicted the personal information of a people from the Netflix data. Got it? So Netflix data was originally anonymized, but IMDb was open source, and they could accurately find out who are the people who give reviews on Netflix, even though Netflix got that anonymized file. Okay, so just anonymization is not enough, and people will figure out it. So there is an area which is called secure training data. Now people are aware of their data. So there are two fields where research is going on in AI. One is for data encryption. What do you mean by data encryption? What they say is, okay, people are aware, people are not sharing their training data with us. So what one thought is what? You get the raw data, you apply encryption. So you get an encrypted data, and then on that encrypted data you can apply AI, and then you can get an algorithm, right? So not on the raw data, on the encrypted data you run your ML model. But this field is not moving so fast, and people have already realized that at a high scale, this encryption on the top of the ML doesn't work good. So there is one more thing which is called as a differential privacy. Again, I'm throwing the links because we have time limit. I can't tell you what to mean by differential privacy in 5 minutes. But there is an area where people are actually trying to apply this differential privacy technique so that you can make your users aware, saying that your information is with us. So these are some of the frameworks, and again you see that the big companies like Apple, they have their learning with privacy. You have Facebook, you have Google, and this is again AWS library for Python. So all people have understood the importance of preserving the privacy of the people. Otherwise, you won't get AI to do on the company. The another attack, and it is very important attack, is called as the advisor attacks on ML systems. Now, this is very interesting thing. How many of you have thought when you train your AI model that when my model is ready for deployment, somebody can attack on my AI model? Please try to understand what do you mean by adversary attack. These are the images of retinopathy images, these are some X-ray images, and these are some CT images. Initially, my models are saying that there is no diabetic retinopathy, there is this X-ray normal, this image is normal, right? People have figured out to add some noise in an image, and that noise could be very difficult to see from human eyes. So this is an original image, and this is a compromised image. We call it as adversarial image. Now, as a human being, do you see any difference in this image or this image? Absolutely not. But your AI model failed to do that. So this image they call it as a normal image, and this image they call it as this is a, retinopathy positive, red match problem. This is an X-ray image and this is. Now this issue is very, very critical. During the COVID era, a lot of our customers were asking, can we develop an algorithm to auto detect COVID from X-ray images and just pass it and auto approve the claim and all that, right? But from this example, you can see that I can have a normal X-ray and I can interpret so that humans will see that this is still a normal X-ray, but your CNN, the classifier, will fail to call it as a normal. Now, this is a challenge to the research community. Before your machine learning classifier, you have to build one more module that will detect the frauds, that will detect the attacks. Because Bechara CNN doesn't understand, right? You have to have one more model on the top. Now there are conferences which happens. People release data set. They don't tell you which image are compromised image and which image are real images. You need to develop your algorithm and you need to publish the papers to come up with the defects. And last year it was so nice. Many papers were published to have some defense to prevent these kind of attacks. The moment the paper got published, within 7 days, somebody actually cracked that defense and created another attack. So it's a cat and mouse game. Okay, it's a full-fledged scheme which works in a security and deep learning and all that. And how can you prevent the attacks on AI systems? So be very careful. Just building model is not sufficient. You have to make it attack proof. Otherwise, people will attack it and they will make your model to predict what they want the real patterns in the data. Okay. Very interesting paper published by New England Journal, and now this will be stronger for everybody. Okay, what they say is they could successfully take MRI and CT images and have a 3D reconstruction out of this, the 3D mask, and from that they could actually recognize people. How many times when you went to a hospital and there was a scan, how many times you thought that, oh my God, just from this scan, people can recognize whose MRI and CT it is. And what we were thinking before is data anonymization. Remove the name and then my scan is safe. It's not like that. And you know what? Big insurance and claiming companies, they have actually teams to fix this kind of law. Because eventually it's a dollar game, right? You have to try to, if you identify the patient, then the premium cost and everything. So it's a dirty business. Let's not do it. Very interesting topic. Now these big companies are smarter than us. Okay, right now we all are aware that hey, my data is private. On your phone, should I give this permission, this permission, this permission? Now some of people are getting aware that hey, these companies are using your data to creating products and earning money on the top of it. So this question was asked to Peter Novin when he was in Google. But how you create accurate algorithm and how you already all the time your algorithms are better. So he said that we don't have better algorithms. We don't have better algorithms. What we have is access to more data. Okay. So during the first start of my lecture, I told you that my sympathy with you because you have limited data, limited compute. So you can't defend these guys, right? But what people have defined is okay. What if I start sharing my data with these big companies? What if I stop sharing my data to Google, Amazon, Facebook? I just restricted everything. What will these big companies will do? What do you think? Like, will they stop their business? Because I'm not getting data from the users? They have understood that data is an oil, and if we don't get access to data, we cannot train the model. If you cannot train the model, we cannot have smart applications. We applications are not, or people will not buy it. So they have figured out a technique, and which is a very interesting and booming area in machine learning. It's called as a private AI. This one, you can train the models on the data when you do not have access to. So what this company said, okay, have your data on your machine only. Have your data on your machine only. My algorithm will come to you. It will get trained on your device. And what I share is only the model weights. And they are giving you feeling that, hey, your data is on your device. Understand this very interesting concept. And you know how the progress is going on. Initially, in the cloud days, when you started doing deep learning, you were taking inference on cloud. Means you were taking the models and taking inference on cloud. Now you started, you used to train the model on cloud and taking an inference. Now you have smart devices. Now your mobile phone has 16 GB RAM and all that, right? So your applications are actually on your device. So there are very interesting applications, Snapchat and all that. You capture a photo and immediately you see outcomes, right? Why this is happening? Because the compute power of your device is so nice that you can train the data model on your device. So AI model comes on your device, you take it. And now the next obvious step from this is you can actually not only take inference, you can actually do training on your device. Okay, and this is a very interesting philosophy. And again, lot of stuff can be done. Imagine there is a bank, and the bank wants to develop a credit card fraud prevention algorithm. Credit card fraud prevention. Okay. Now banks need a transactional data to develop an algorithm for credit card fraud. Okay. Now if you talk and went to a bank saying, hey, can you give me your transactional data? I design a fraud prevention model. They said no, we are not allowed to share the transactional data. So very difficult to do business with BFSI companies because they have laws and they have regulatory bodies which don't allow them to share the data outside. Now you are a bank, you want a credit card fraud prevention, but your data will be on your premise. And there are 5 banks. Now credit card fraud happened in one bank. Don't you think that other banks should also be aware of that? That kind of a fraud may happen on my system also. But their data they cannot share with each other. Right? So there is a concept called federated learning. This is a beautiful concept. Federated, what we do is every bank says that I will contribute in a federation. And what happens is one public data you train a model and you pass your models to every bank. So data is not moving on internet. Model is moving. Model will come on every bank. Local training will happening. There will be weight updates, and those weights will be shared over an internet at a central position. And there will be an aggregator who will aggregate the weights, and the new model will be sent to all the banks. The beauty of this approach is you can see that this bank who is not having access to the data of this bank, I don't have access to the data, but I can get the learnings from that data. So all the application that you are using right now, the Fitbit and other applications, right? Training is happening on your device, and they are openly saying that I am not sharing your data. So this is a very emerging field and a lot of issues. You know, this looks architecture is very fancy and stuff, but you know, in reality, you know, this aggregation doesn't work, and then accuracy is not so good. So there is a lot to do into this, but this is where you know private AI is an area where people are going. Okay, I've seen that after 5 years, everybody will be doing something like this. That I must share data outside. Very good use case in this is the healthcare. And if you go to NVIDIA website, they have implemented similar architecture by using their platform for NVIDIA Now. And they have used a brain tumor segmentation use cases across UK. There are 10 hospitals. Every hospital will have their own CT and MRI data. Model training will happen on that. And then you have a beautifully trained model going on. Again, big companies are not defined. You will see that Google has TensorFlow federated. There is an OpenMind, there is Spade, there is another framework from IBM called Cloud. So again, big companies have realized the potential. This is the right time to you to write on this page because these fields are emerging. You won't find much publication. So again, don't get a data set and say, you know, I designed the classifier and publish it. For industry, it's a solved problem now. These are the real problems where you are tackling the security problems and privacy problems and externality issues. I move compliance and ethical one more aspect. Now this is a cartoon I think you'll figure have a look at this cartoon. Meanwhile, I'm explaining this. This is Amazon Prime same day delivery. Okay, but these are the different areas in the city. So here is the Boston city. The area that you are seeing in blue. If you are residing in an area which is in blue color, then only you will get a same day delivery by Amazon Prime. Okay, now you tell me what happened in this area. So if you are living in a Boston city and if your home is here, you will not get same day delivery. And then people start questioning why. And when retrospective study was done, it came to know that was the region where the popularity of the black people were in a Boston city. So is it fair? The Amazon said, I have not done anything explicitly. This is data driven. I have not written the rules. If there are black people, then don't do. What they say is, I learned from the history of the data. Some say the agreement says that written of the program and all that, right? So that's why I'm saying human-centric approach is needed. If you do completely with algorithmic manner, this kind of a disparity will definitely happen. Okay? Amazon apologized for that and they say we'll change the algorithm. Unfortunately, it's completely data driven. Okay? And these things you will see a lot. Okay, just see this. Face recognition is accurate for a white guy. Now, what is the reason face recognition is accurate for a white guy? If you ask me why, because these algorithms are trained on the data sets which are created in those cities. So you are academicians, right? What do you say? Let me take the standard data. That it's your responsibility to figure out that this data has an equal of all the races and all that. Otherwise, this kind of problems will come. There was a serious issue with Google Photos tags to American ladies as a gorilla. Why this happened? So, can you imagine what that lady would feel if you take a selfie and your algorithm is saying gorilla? It's a serious issue, right? And why this happened? Because if you are training data for humans, you don't have good representation of black people, and there are enough sufficient samples of gorillas also. And modern state that it is resembling more to us gorilla. So it's a very serious issue. And then you search any type of. I'm giving an example of a brain search. You go and Google and type of word CEO. So when you type a word CEO and image search, you'll get all people, men and white men especially. So can't a woman be CEO? Yes, right? But you see these kind of algorithmic biases, and now again, big companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon, they want to make sure that they have their own pricing and pay. My search result should not be like. You must have heard a very interesting algorithm called word to vec, right? Word embedding in NLP area. You use word to vec. What will happen is if you type man has to software engineer, woman has to it returns homemaker. Man has to professor, woman has to assistant professor. And why this is happening? Because that kind of a data is available on internet, right? It's not a part of your algorithm. It is the fact of a person who curated the data, who has not actually analyzed the data and representation and all. So there is a big area what we call it as a fairness engineering. And I want when you are doing your research, please take care of this operation. And this is what we do in our first interaction with our customers. There is a time limitation, so I'll just allow you to have a look. You need the data, so you need the data set construction, we take care of that. Let me pose you a very simple question. Can you train your AI model? What metrics you use to compare whether your model is good? Precision, recall, F1 score. Yes or no? Have you checked whether your F1 scores are constant across the classes? Very few people do that. This is my F1 score. Road prediction, credit card. So your F1 score for men and F1 score for women is it same? Very rarely people check that my F1 score across my classes are same. So it is your responsibility as a data scientist when you build an algorithm you have to put that constraint by building. When you decide the loss function, right? You make that constraint saying that, hey, since F1 नहीं बढ़ाना है, F1 should be same for my both the classes. And then you'll see that wow, my overall F1 goes down, and then you complete that paper and all that stuff, right? But this is what happening. See this. What is the value of fairness? How many of you have thought when you use the bandage, like why the color of this bandage is like this? It was invented in Western, right? So it was designed to match their skin color. And look at it, look at the thought of this man when he found the bandage matching to his color, like how many years after invention of a bandage, right? So if a small thing happens, when you design an AI products, you have to take care of all these aspects, which normally we don't do. There is a very interesting toolbox. It's an open source toolbox. I will highly recommend everyone to run your data sets toolbox for AI 360, which is a fairness toolbox, which finds is there a disparate parity for data. So just don't take any data set and try building your algorithm. Make sure that there is no disparity for data. Open source toolbox for AI 360, highly recommended. Reproducible AI, I will have a very short discussion because I need to take care of time. I'll just keep this and I'll tell you what is the need for reproducibility in just 2 minutes of time. You must have done a lot of experimentation while doing your AI, right? Taking a model, doing feature engineering, model tuning, hyperparameter tuning, and all that, right? When I go to the colleges for their B projects, I said, okay, you got the data, you train a model. Why do you need 1 year for that? Show me all your experimentation. Tell me how much experimentation that you did. Unfortunately, students don't have anything to justify why 1 year was needed for doing that experiment, right? Because there is no standard methodology to track their experimentation, to track the versions of their model and all. So there is an open source tool called ML Flow. How many of you have heard about the tool ML Flow? If not, start using it from today. Make a habit so that you don't have to take pain pencil and take a record of all this thing. Whenever your advisor, whenever your teacher is, show me what you did in last month. You can open that MS Flow dashboard and it captures all the expenses. A single time when you execute your notebook, right, everything gets logged. What changes you did, what version of a feature it was, what model artifacts were, what was an ROC score, everything gets tracked. It will help you to understand whether you are moving in the right direction or not. Otherwise, you may get fed into random training and testing and not understanding where the things are moving. Okay. So reproducibility is not only important in industry, it is also important in academia. And there are some papers which says that how to actually publish a reproducible paper and all. I'll skip this, it's of time. And there is one more aspect about, so ML Flow is what I was talking about. It's open source, free. Please use it in all the expectations that you do, and you can actually use it in your business also. So this guy ML Flow will help you to defend, to tell your advisor, say, look, these 100 experiments I did, and this is a comparison of all these. Accessible AI is more related to end user aspects. I'll skip this with respect of time. Then it's like in a typical software engineering, if there is a bug in the software, it is considered as a bad thing. It is considered you are not as good in software engineering because there is a bug in the system. But in AI, nobody claims that this is 100% accurate, right? So allow your algorithm to fail, but how gracefully you are handling that wrong decision is an area where you can actually do. So I'll skip this session. Now there is a very interesting course on this. There could be few people who are interested in building human-computer interactions, how AI products should be deployed, how user interface should be designed. So this is a free training by IBM. It's for design thinking for AI. 3 hours course. Have a look at it if you have interest in this. Now let me conclude this session with again a lot of open-ended challenges. People discuss that AI is not good for humanity. And when you go on website, they will show you robots who are destroying buildings and all that, right? That kind of an AI is not gonna disrupt us. These kind of things are really serious. Not a single face in this event is a real face. So algorithm can actually create the faces which are not real, and these are creating issues on internet and all that stuff. Okay? What is happening is, if you get a single photo of anybody, you can put anybody else words into that. And then, this is what happening, and it is creating chaos on social media, that how can you prevent this kind of thing. Unfortunately, it is not. Now, again, the big companies like Google, Facebook, aren't they aware of these kind of algorithms? They are. And you want to know what is the state of art accuracy in preventing this kind of an attack? There was a conference, and I took part into this conference also. Unfortunately, our results were not so good. But Google released, more than 200 participants, and 35,000 algorithms were submitted into that. And Facebook actually open source 100K clips. Some of them were real clips, and some of them were fake clips by using algorithms. And researchers were, they actually developed this algorithm. If you see this, the black box data set, the best algorithm. So the algorithm which won this competition from 35K algorithms, their accuracy was 68%. 68%. So you understand that what kind of a sophistication people are doing to do this, and it's going to be a very serious challenge. I talked about explainable and all that. So I told you there is a stream where people are developing algorithms to generate explanations and converting them from black box to white box. So the moment you create something new that is going to be helpful for community, like generating an explanation for models, there are researchers who are saying that you have to improve your explanation. There was a first paper of this explanable AI was published in 2016. The name of the paper was "How Can I Trust You?" And now people are publishing "How Can I Trust Your Explanation?" Okay, so this is very helpful. Like the moment you generate explanations, people understand how your model is working inherently, and it is very easy to create attacks on your model. So you have to balance that. How can I contribute? So before discussing all those issues and everything, I would like to pay your attention to this about ML. So annotation and benchmarking, understanding, transparency of machine learning life cycles. Please go and visit this place and understand what efforts people are putting in order to make AI safe for communities and all. And this is not a one-way traffic. The good thing is that you can go read the documentation on this website. You appear for an exam. If you clear that exam, it says that you have a good understanding of what fairness means, what is serious issues into that. After that, you are asked to actually propose the changes in the guidelines into that, right? So this is a place where you should actually visit and understand how you can contribute to make AI safer for you. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you so much for giving an opportunity to do this. All these five pillars, they deserve a dedicated discussion. I try to give my level understanding, but please feel free to Google about explainability, security and privacy concerns, reproducibility and ethical aspects. Thank you so much. I can answer some questions.
Hello. One of the slides mentioned like people are using AI instead of ML. And you explain the challenges also. So why still people using AI? What are the thought there?
No. What I said is AI word is loosely used by people. If you are using simple logistic regression or linear regression, especially this hype is created by corporates only and their sales guys. You make a very simple model and you sell it saying that this is an AI-enabled product. So my word is AI is much more than a machine learning. It's a something of computer science. but it's much more. Like I said, like the very important aspect is adaptability. Right now, what is happening is you train your model and deploy it. Is your model smart enough to get itself adapt to a condition of changing the, there is a very interesting concept, a field which is coming, it's called as ML ops. Okay, you must have heard DevOps, but ML ops is what? When the model is on production, you should understand the concept like data drift and concept drift and figure out that this is the time to keep a pipeline to retrain my model so that my model will always be relevant. So the companies like Uber and all that, if you see their case studies, within a single day, they retrain their model more than 50 times. Okay, so they are trying to reach to a realm of adapting to the environment, but we are very far from the real AI concept. So nowadays, I think that people are doing ML and claiming it as an AI, but it's not. It's much more than typical.
So you have mentioned that if representation of various classes for data set becomes challenging. So when we extrapolate this, right, we were doing some research on pool analysis. And what we had is we had data set of like 80% males and 20% females when we were predicting the pool results. What we did is we extrapolated maybe like 80% males. So the number came up with. But when we train it, will that impact such efforts where we say that CEO of companies will be a female? There should be enough number of females in the region. So when we extrapolate, does that solve the problem of getting it there? And
I got your question. And off the dais, if you talk to the people, they say that. So that's why I'm saying that data scientist's job is to show that there is a bias in the data, and my algorithm is biased towards it. It's a business decision whether they want to get rid of this bias and train an algorithm. Because there is, I understand your in reality. For example, take an example of Amazon. If there is a region, I saw on a Boston city, that I get complaints from this region, people return the product, and I'm not getting much sale. Why should I send my on-day delivery? I can focus on other areas where the business is going. So when there is an imbalance in the data, and when you actually balance it out and train your algorithm, you're actually playing with the real distribution of your data, which may not be relevant to the business. Okay, as a data scientist, you can novel and say that I balance the data and train the algorithm. It may not be relevant to business. So that's why I said AI in industry and academia is very different. If I try to balance the data and create a product, my business will not accept it. They say that hey, if from this area, if the loans are getting rejected, it will be, they are not there for these sources first. But the good job of an AI is highlight those points and let business take the decision, because eventually they are the sponsors of the project, right? Data scientists work on their business. So even if you know there is a bias, you have to say that deploy that time. I completely agree, and I have experienced this issue. Like after we balance the data, the accuracy goes down. And it's not a true representation of reality. I completely agree.
Then you talk about explainability of the concept, right? We do mediate and we derive some feature, and why given I am this is the question that I'm reading or listening about the explainability of. You can share some light on what exactly the explainability model are the results.
So simple translate, like as I said, AI models are developed by data scientists, consumed by business. Business don't understand what data science is. So the goal of explanative is you have to generate a human readable, understandable explanation of your. For example, your explanation should be human interpretable. You don't generate a dirty mathematical equation and say that this is how my model is being. Instead, you should say that hey, my model is saying that this loan is should be disapproved. But then you say that factor 1, 2, 3. This person is not having good civil score. I have seen in historical, he couldn't repay all those ones, right? So these are the business reasons that you should generate how the model, like there are techniques for feature importance plot and line and chat. Still, the I'm saying you that the field is not so mature that those expressions are really human readable, but that's how
Can a dashboard solve
yes. The dashboard. Yeah, this is what I said. Right? You have to create an interface which will show the chart and graph which are human readable, which business can understand, not layman. Thank you.
Dr. Bhushan, a very nice. Just I have one question in line with the previous question that when it comes to explainable AI, how do we measure the performance? Particularly, the same question. So, are there any descriptive measures or statistical measures?
Unfortunately,
No.
because it's right. The things which could be interpretable for me, but may not be true. So it's very difficult to quantify that. Like, how much explainable this system?
So I think that there should be some research in whether there should be descriptive measures or any statistical measures.
People working on it.
Yeah.
There is a school of thought, and that's why the reason, because it is very difficult to quantify.
Yes.
There is a group of academics who was saying that don't even go for this experiment.
Yeah.
Because it's of no use. Eventually, we will not be able to quantify that this is the area of the
Right.
yeah, it's an open end.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello. What kind of business strategy that we follow in the industry? Model.
Yeah, so it depends on what kind of an industry that you are working. There are different strategies. For example, you can have a complete rollout, like your old model is running, and then your new model is being developed by your research team. So what you can do is you can completely replace the old model and put it. Another way is you can put multiple models in production and you can divert the traffic to 10 models. And then you can observe the output of the 10 models in private and slowly you divert the traffic. For example, you build a new model. Initially, you just transfer 10% of the traffic to the new model. That old model is there in production. And the moment you realize that your newer model is performing better than old, slowly you reduce the traffic and have that model. See, in an industry, the real challenge is you cannot afford to have a downtime. You can't say that my machine service is off and my team is putting a new model in product. That is not happening. Okay, so either you can have A/B testing, you can have a rollout deployment. It is also called as a QB deployment. There is a very interesting concept like the companies like Uber and all. There is a concept. So if you have a software pipeline, there is a concept called CI/CD. It's a DevOps concept, continuous integration, continuous development. You make a code, you push it to the Git repository, everything will happen automatically, and there will be a new code deployed on the product, right? So in ML, you have one more component to it. It's called CI/CD/CP, continuous trend, right? So your models, they on production, we observe some metrics, and then we realize that wow, it's a time I want to do data, and I keep the linearity pipeline, and my new model gets deployed. So there are frameworks for doing that. Okay, and AWS SageMaker has a very good. They are ahead in the game, in this ML field, but everybody is slowly moving to that. So these are typical methodologies that we use. However, there are some industries like healthcare. I'm working on a research project for last 3 years in persistent, and last 3 years we are babysitting with that model. One model, 3 years we are in there because whenever you want to put any healthcare model in production, you have to take all the FDA approvals and that process itself takes more than a year, right? So in that case, it's like, okay, one model in production for 3 years, sit down, develop a new model, get all the approvals, and one fine day, you replace the old model. That's something.
How the integration happen in that case? Other things.
Integration is for nowadays most of the deployments are having on cloud. So if you are using maybe if you are using Google, then Vertex AR. If you are using this one, then same vectors. Deployments are very simple. If you have a model that is built in your lab, you can containerize it. So there is a philosophy called build your own container. I hope everybody is familiar with Docker container concept. So bring your container, put it into Amazon container repository, and just one click deploy. You decide how you want to scale it, click, and then you just need to pay. Okay? So this one click deployments are so easy, but they charge you. These expenses are not cheap. But deployments is like almost like a small form.
Thank you, sir, for such motivating words. These intelligent words of yours will surely help us to build our own AI and models more robust, I would say. So, thank you so much, sir, for such motivating speech. There are few instructions for the participants. We are going to start with the track presentations now. So, few instructions. Participants are requested to report after the session to respective venue for a paper presentation. Detailed schedule is already shared with you all. It is also available on our website. Participation certificate will be only distributed at the end of individual session plan. Lunch coupons are available in your registration kit, and lunch will start from 1:30. Further instructions will be given by respective session tracks. One very important announcement is participants will receive a feedback link on their registered email after the conference. All are requested to fill it. Thank you so much. One more thing I would like to mention is AC and MB is mentioned as a venue. So AC is academic complex and MB is main building. So those who are having their venue as named as MB, the same building they will be having their presentation. Those who are having written as AC 302, it is academic complex which is connected to the same building. So you can go to that building either from fourth floor, okay, or second floor. Thank you so much. Just a minute.
One more instruction to participants. This is not an instruction. Actually, I would like to inform you that there are 14 tracks, and from each track, we are going to award a best paper award. So please, I hope anybody of you may take this award and please explain your concept and whatever is your research idea very enthusiastically. Session coordinators will be listening to you very carefully for choosing the best paper award. Thank you.
I declare that the program is concluded. You can go to your respective venues. Thank you.